Good morning, mi gente. It's 9 a.m. I know, gay people and an LGBTQ plus Kiki at 9 in the freaking morning. Whose idea was this? Oh yeah, wait, it was my idea. That's why I'm still in bed. Me? I'm FayWhat! And this program was created by Hotspots Happening Out. The FayWhat show is America's first LGBTQ plus morning show, and I'm broadcasting live and also available on demand anytime you want. In 2025, our Hotspots magazine celebrates 40 years of documenting the LGBTQ plus experience. It is the largest publication of its kind in Florida and one of the oldest in America. Happening Out television network Queer News Tonight is celebrating 5 years with 10,000 television stories and more than 10 million views in 2024. Hotspots Happening Out is going to be producing some of the most incredible LGBTQ plus events. First, the 25th anniversary of the Stonewall Pride Parade and Festival on June 14th. I'll be announcing the parade with a gigantic nightglow parade on the world-famous Wilton Drive. Next, the summer's Red Hot Pride Fest on August 9th and Pride Fort Lauderdale is coming back in February 2026. In the same model of PBS and NPR, we are a nonprofit 501c3 organization whose mission is to educate and serve the LGBTQ plus community. It is Tuesday, June 3rd, 2025. Let me be the first, second, third, or 15th to say Happy Pride. We have lots of fun things to talk about, so come on, let's go.
Rainbows, gay boys, hashtag that girl, sunbeams, drag queens, L-word, is that girl, the girl of all our dreams. She's everything that every girl should be. Aqua, South Beach, hashtag that girl, pride-filled, tea-dance, Wilton, is that girl, Latina, but she's universal too. If you find a girl to love, only one girl to love, then she'll be that girl too. That girl.
Now let's kiki about what's going on in the LGBTQ plus experience and community. You know, I have a sidekick joining me in bed for our segment called Gay Boys Sleep Late. And this morning, I'm joined by my gay guy pal, Brian Mason. Originally from Georgia, he has been in entertainment his whole damn life. He began training in dance at the age of 4 and went on to earn a Bachelor of Performing Arts in Dance from Oklahoma City University. After college, Brian performed as a lead singer for Holland American Line Cruises, traveling to over 50 countries in a 4-year span. He then moved back to Atlanta, where he worked in TV film as a dancer and singer in numerous TV shows, commercials, and movies. But most notably, he was a featured dancer in the 2010 remake of Footloose with Julianne Hough and was a Sacapella in Pitch Perfect. No way! I love that with Anna Kendrick and Rebel Wilson, which I know all of you saw. So Brian has lived in South Florida for almost 6 years now and is currently has residencies in Wilton Manors every Friday and Saturday at George's Alibi and every Sunday at the pub on the Drive. Good morning, Brian, and welcome to FayWhat's Bed.
What's up? Thanks for having me.
How do you feel? You're a virgin.
I know. Am I? Wow. Might as well be. Yeah.
You know, I got to tell you, Brian, I'm a big fan. I love watching you sing with Natasha, singing with Miss Bouvier, sing alone, sing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you know, I think we met a couple of years ago at like the Holiday Spectacular or something that you were performing at. And I was like, look at this little white guy with that voice. Like, I was like, Brian, is that what they say?
I just said, I'm from the South. That's how we do it, you know.
Oh.
Well, thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Oh, of course. Thank you for, you know, waking up early and being in bed with me.
You know. Fine. Any excuse to be in bed with you.
Aw, and I do, you know, and I just want to let my viewers know that I told Brian, I'm like, listen, pajamas. He goes, I don't know. I don't wear pajamas. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't wear pajamas? Because I sleep naked. And I was like,
I thought everybody does.
Mostly everyone. Mostly, yeah. So happy Pride, Brian.
Happy Pride.
I love your shirt.
Love out loud.
Oh, I love that. What does pride mean to you? Like, I know that's a sordid question, but
it is. But you know what? Like, growing up in the South, I think I spent the first 20 years of my life being like, you know, I'm going to be what everybody else wants me to be, the conservative, like, please my parents. But I got to say, I was lucky to have my mom, at least, that was super supportive and letting me be who I was.
Aww.
And so pride for me is allowing all aspects of the community, being the allies, the whole LGBTQ plus, all of them, all come together and recognize how we all fit together in as a full puzzle piece. You know what I mean?
Right? I love that. Yeah. And we've got to remember that because, I mean, in LGBTQ, if we don't have each other, we have nothing.
It's true.
Right? Because they're coming, everything seems to be pointed at the queer kids and pointed at our trans siblings, right? But I mean, once they get eliminated, they're coming for the rest of us.
Exactly.
It's just how it is.
Yeah, it's like one after another.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time and being with me this morning. Brian's going to be with me the whole show. He's going to help me with topics, and he's even going to help me with Dear Faye. So next, we discuss some of the fun things that we're doing in our segment called Out and About. And so, this week, actually, next week, well, the whole month is Pride, right? But in a couple of weeks at the Adrian Arts Center for the Performing Arts, I'm going to be hosting the 9th annual Community Dance on Sunday, June 8th at 4 p.m., celebrating LGBTQ pride with vibrant performances and a powerful sense of community. The free event is going to be held at the Arts Center in downtown Miami, and it invites all to dance under the rainbow with headliner Vincent. If you have not seen this man, he is so incredible, all right? Kicking off the celebration are dazzling drag performances by Aricela, Sagittae, and Dominique Tricks. I will MC the event while DJ Music Cat keeps the beats going. Attendees can browse the Pride Marketplace featuring local organizations, creatives, and small businesses while enjoying delicious food and festive happy hour drinks. Time to drink up for Pride. For more details, visit the Facebook page of the Arts Center. You gotta head down there to Miami for Community.
Oh, yeah. I've never been, but yeah.
It's so much. I mean, so it's the Arts Center, which I know you've gone to at least see a show there because, we're gay, so we have to go see musicals.
Rite of passage.
At least 4, a year, or they take away our gay card. So this party, Brian, is on the stage of Arts Center. So they turned the stage into a performance space for all of us to be at. And you get like goosebumps because you're literally backstage of the Arts Center.
That's amazing.
So cool. And so last year we had Alex Newell, everybody knows from Glee, who is just, they are incredible. And this year we have Vincent, who is like just icon in the making. If you don't know who Vincent is, look him up. He's got a remix right now with Trixie Mattel of the old I don't mean to call it old, but it is old.
Classic.
The old
We'll call it classic.
Classic.
Yeah.
I like that. The classic from RuPaul, Charles, Supermodel.
Oh. You better work.
You better work, right? So you got to come on for that. And Brian, and you're going to be at George's Alibi on Saturday afternoon for Show Tunes, right?
So actually, my residencies are every Friday and Saturday at Alibi. Fridays I'm by myself at 6:30. Saturdays I'm there at 6 to 8 with Natasha.
Oh, I love that.
If you haven't met Natasha yet, she is my spirit animal. She's one of my favorite people. And then Sundays I'm at the pub for Industry Night every Sunday at 7:30.
I love that.
Occasionally I do Show Tunes for Miss Bouvier when she steps out.
Yes. No, but I love that. And again, Miss Bouvier doesn't play around. Miss Bouvier, hi baby girl. Eric doesn't play. I've had Eric in bed with me a couple times. He is the most organized drag queen I have ever worked with.
Quite the businesswoman.
But that's also why she's so extraordinary and so in demand and so popular and because it's her work ethic.
And I want to note that like she is very she's very involved in helping other artists get going. Like she offers advice, offers help all the time. I really appreciate Miss Bouvier for
my God. I love that, right? Because that's what it is. We're supposed to bring each other up, and she does such a great job of that. So, and my point of that was that Miss B wouldn't leave just anybody in charge of her night. You understand? That's what I mean. So for her to tell Brian to please fill in for her, it means that she believes so much in you and your talent and your work ethic. And she's got a right to, because I've been there on Sundays where you are bringing down the house. And Industry Night means something else, because that's when all the folks who entertain us up and down the drive get to have their night out.
Yep. It's fun. Like I'll get up there. Yeah, I'm the headliner, but I pass out microphones to the fellow singers, and like I turn down the background vocals on the track, and you just may get like some amazing live 4-part harmonies that come out of nowhere that you'll be sitting there and you're like, oh my God, the girl next to me singing, it's so much fun.
I love that. Yeah. And it's beautiful because like, again, I've been there and, and you would think that these folks are like, they're off, right? So they're in their like Sunday clothes, they're in their Sunday fun day clothes, they're not all made up.
Right.
And you would think they would go, Brian, no, I'm off. I don't want to work. Yet they all accept the microphone and enjoy that time.
Yeah. We have an incredible sense of community in Wilton between the entertainers. I mean, we try to all go support each other.
Yeah.
It's just pretty awesome.
Oh, and let's talk about George's Alibi. Another place that caters to our talent.
they really there's something going on there every single night, and it's singers, it's the King Show. We've got live dancers,
yes,
drag
Sin
queens.
Silva, yes,
Sin Silva.
Oh my
Let's talk
God,
about-
they are incredible in
Yes.
that body. You know, we were talking about bodies before. Body booty,
Okay.
and body adi, and another great guy. Like
Yeah.
Sin is nice. You know what I mean?
Yes.
They are awesome. If you mess up their pronouns, they're the first ones to go, baby. You know, let's get this straight, and then they continue with their day.
I mean,
you know,
they really, Georgie's Alibi really respects like drag queens, our trans community.
Yes.
You know, it just really celebrates everybody. I think it's awesome to give us a stage for that.
Anthony Edwards,
Yes.
Natasha Ricketts. Like I was, you know, I love Natasha. Natasha, she's the purple goddess of love.
She is.
I adore her. You know, she's been here now, what, a year?
About 18 months. Yeah, and it's crazy. I think she's probably my definitely.
Well, she's your spirit animal.
She's my spirit, one of my best friends here, and I just love her. We talk every day. Yeah.
I love that. Well, make sure that you follow Brian Mason on all social media outlets so you know what's going on and where he's at, all right? And make sure to also follow me on all social media so you can come on out to Community and enjoy and support and have a great Pride Month. And you can also go and support Brian at the Alibi and also at the pub. I love Alexandra. I love the pub.
Oh, I know. Everyone's wonderful.
God, those people are so amazing.
I know. Such a sense of family there.
How long have you been there?
So I've had a full residency there for about a year and a half. Yeah,
I love that.
Alibi
And in gay years, that's 5 years.
It is. Yeah, seriously.
It really is. But with that, thank you to all the businesses up and down the drive and in Fort Lauderdale and in Miami that cater to us, that allow us entertainers and hosts to work.
Yeah.
You know,
It's amazing.
like, you know, and like you said, Alibi will have 5 different things going on in one day. Like they will literally start at 4 o'clock and have another segment at 6 and have another at 8 and and just have you entertained all day and all night if you want to. And let's not forget about the food. You never think the Alibi has good food. They have some amazing fried rice. I know it doesn't go. I know it doesn't go together, but their fried rice is delicious.
Yeah, don't get it twisted. I will get. They have something every day that I'm like, give me that specials menu. And I'll sit and support my people.
Right.
Yeah.
Some weird tacos, delicious. I had some spare ribs once. I just had like a regular salad another day, and it was just delicious. All right. Sorry, I'm done boasting about all these incredible places on the drive, but you know that I really just appreciate. You know, we're in a weird state right now, and the more that we uplift each other and we remember what Pride Month is all about, right?
Yep.
The more ahead we'll get. And whatever's thrown towards us, we'll be able to fight it off with the Wonder Woman bracelet.
That's right.
Ding, ding, ding. So this is an important conversation for our LGBTQ plus community. Help us tell these important stories by liking and subscribing to the FayWhat Show. To support our community, it's very important to you to share these important stories to your friends and family. Let's Kiki on this interesting story. So The Sims 4 just got even gayer, and we're living for it. EA dropped a fabulous Burst of Pride update packed with rainbow bright furniture, fierce new outfits, and decorations inspired by pride flags from lesbian to asexual. You can now deck out your Sims and their homes in full queer glory, knitted wall hangings included. It's free and it's fabulous. While the world's going backwards, The Sims is twirling forward, and honestly, that's why queer gamers keep coming back. Watch this. Well, you're watching it. All right. So The Sims said gay rights again. What are we all talking about? You know, we were talking before the show, Brian, about how we haven't played The Sims in a little while.
Yeah, not to give our age away, but
Not to give our age away. When Sims first started, me and Brian might have played. Okay.
Right.
And since then we haven't. But like, I love this upgrade, right? Like, you know, I miss, even if it was, pride commune, you know, capitalism and all that, right? I did love when it was June 1st and like Google would do this and, you know, and your phone would start exploding with pride stuff, you know? So this is important to me just for that. I mean, it's
about normalizing it. And
it's about normalizing
you got to integrate it into everything we do so that over time, generations understand this is no longer something that's just like different that you need to learn to love. It's just a part of humanity.
It's just a part of life. It just is, you know, and it's crazy how in this day and age, there are still some people who have never met a trans person, right? And we've got to be aware of that. There are still, because trust me, gay people are in every family.
Yes.
I mean, we might be in the closet. We might not be out to you. We might not let you know about it in family circles, but we're in every family.
Everything. Genetics does not skip anything.
It doesn't. So for The Sims to have like this queer badass stuff, like gamers, there's a lot of queer gamers, okay? A lot of queer gamers. And queer gamers are going to support games where they see themselves.
True. Very
you know? So I'm just living for the outfits. Like you can put like a bedazzled harness on, or you can put like a ball gown on.
Yes, I love
or just
it.
like a random crown. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like what would yours be? What would yours have?
I think it automatically goes to like when I think about what my outfit's going to be for my show, because I always like to have either a sparkle or like something else. I love a good bedazzled shirt.
Yeah.
Did you have a bedazzler growing up?
Yes.
I may or may not have ordered one off of Amazon.
Oh my God.
I would probably have something that's like dude-ish, but like with sparkle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I can see your Sims character like with a cool pride shirt of some sort, and then like bedazzled shoes, right?
Yes,
like
definitely sparkly
right,
shoes.
like rocking red, dazzling,
Yes.
bedazzled shoes. I can see that,
Yeah.
you know, and that would be the person that you use while you're gaming.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, that's
Exactly.
fun.
Yeah.
I love that. You know, I mean, okay, do you watch The Last of Us? Have you seen The Last of
have
Us?
not.
You've got to see The Last of Us. So I'll tell you why. Because I love Pedro Pascal. He's an incredible actor, and he's gorgeous too, and he's a huge ally, and he's in freaking everything. But this show, because I guess it's a show, was based on a game, on a video game, The Last of Us, and I had no idea. And that made me go check out this video game. And the video game is primarily about a non-binary character, which made me want to follow it even more.
I'm going to go check it out.
You know, right?
Yeah. I've heard of it. I haven't watched it.
You got to watch it. There's a lot of scenes without shirts.
I'm here for that.
Okay, good. All right. Well, this is an important conversation for our LGBTQ plus community. Help us tell these important stories by liking and subscribing to The FayWhat Show. Let's Kiki on this interesting story. So welcome to the year of sexy travel, baby. From Berlin's naked afternoons and to Puerto Vallarta's beachy drag race sightings, 2025 is turning up the heat. Montreal brings alleyway romance, and Rio pulses with surfside sensuality. And Athens is flaunting more than its ruins. Palm Springs, still the champagne-drenched daddy dream. Don't forget Provincetown, the queer summer sanctuary where drag, lesbians, and dunes come together. So pack your chapstick and a scandalous outfit, because let's be real, nothing says vacation like being your sluttiest, queerest self. So the sluttiest queer vacays of 2025, what are we all talking about? So Brian, you've been everywhere.
Yeah,
I mean,
I've been to
you
a lot
said
of
like what, 40 countries? Where have you been?
56 countries.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
5. Right. I think I've been to 5. Anyway, not the point. That's such a wonderful experience. I mean, I know you were working throughout that time, but you were still a gay cutie working.
Yeah. You know, it was fun to, and I wasn't quite as comfortable with myself then as I am now, but I would, at least I know a list of those places I would love to go back. What's interesting is, going from places like Germany, where they're very sexually liberated for the most part, especially in the gay community, to going somewhere like St. Petersburg, Russia, where it is like, you don't even let them know that you might be queer, because it was really an experience. But honestly, there's like, there's a stigma that like around the world, people don't accept gay people as a whole. You'd be surprised about how some people just, it's not as big of a problem as we think it is.
Yeah.
However,
we
we are very lucky in this country to have so many spots like Wilton Manors, like P-Town,
Yes.
that just like provide a safe space for us,
Yeah. I haven't been to P-Town. I'm actually going to go in August for Carnival, and I've never been, so I'm excited about that. Yay! We'll go together! Yeah. Hawkins, I'm looking for you. You know who? You know I'm talking to you. He knows. But like, yeah, you're right. Like, I haven't been to Palm Springs yet. I want to experience that too. Seems a little more bougie, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if that's it. I might be wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Key West is slowly getting more gay. Like, it kind of like went gay out of style for a while, and now it seems to be coming back, and I think that has a lot to do with Aquaplex down there.
Yes.
So thank you for that. Yes. But outside of the country, like, I haven't been to too many gay areas, like London's gay area was like, in comparison to what we have, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, okay, this is cool, but I wasn't like blown away. You know what I mean? Tell me about Berlin.
I don't know. Berlin, first of all, an amazing city, amazing people, super nice. But I think that there is I don't know when it started, but historically they were, in my opinion, some of the pioneers for the gay community to just say, be yourself. If you want to wear leather and you want to call yourself a daddy, do it.
Do it.
Whatever it is. And then it hasn't seeped over here as much as I thought it would, but it's same thing with like Amsterdam, with like the red light district.
Yes.
It's normalized more than it should be, because it's a part of human nature.
Yeah.
Sexuality is a part of human nature.
It really is. And like, we want to be our sluttiest queer self during Pride.
Yeah.
Right? No, better yet, during our vacation, okay?
Yeah.
We work really hard for our money. And I personally have issues going somewhere and spending my hard-earned money in a place that's not supportive of me.
100%.
You know what I mean? Which is why I'm so sorry I will not go to Dubai. All right? You can give me a whole entire trip and I'm not stepping foot on somewhere that people have died making it and other people who died, who made this place aren't allowed to go and enjoy themselves, right? So just my own personal opinion, right? But Puerto Vallarta, slutty queers everywhere. And it's 105 degrees and you boys are still slutty queers.
That's right.
You know, Puerto Vallarta, did you feel the same way?
Amazing. I actually...
You're like amazing.
That's on my top. Well, give me a fine Latino man any day. Okay, what I mean? Look, I'm as wide as they come. We need to, But,
Miami's 30 miles down.
it sure is.
And you probably never go down there.
I don't go down there as much.
Oh my God, Brian,
But
why? Why do Wilton people do that? Like, I'm like the only, okay, I get it. You don't want to drink and drive.
Yeah,
I get that part 100%. But isn't that brown gay boy that's waiting for you down there worth the drive? Cause he's waiting.
That's right.
And he's like, "Hi, Brian, ¿cómo estás?"
Do you think the Latin boys and the Latino men in Miami, do you think they like the white boys?
Yes.
Really?
Oh my God, yes. And you're handsome and you're young.
Thank you.
Oh my God, they might ask you for papers, but who knows?
You know what? Whatever we gotta do. It could be transactional. It's fine. No, I'm kidding.
The next time you meet Brian's name on a flyer won't be Brian Mason. It'll be Brian Rodriguez.
I'm here for it.
Well, now you know about the sluttiest queer places. Go on vacation and have a great time because you deserve it. And this is an important conversation for our LGBTQ community. Help us tell these important stories by liking and subscribing to the FayWhat Show. That's Kiki on this interesting story. So, Pastor Andrew Isker recently sparked controversy, by claiming that TSA body scanners turn people gay. Take that in. On his podcast, he said he prefers being patted down rather than going through the so-called gay beam. He called it a gay beam machine. TSA scanners detect contraband, not queerness. But bless his heart, he thinks a pat down is safer from so-called queer radiation. This isn't sci-fi, it's just security. Honestly, with theories this wild, maybe the real threat is homophobia dressed up as a pastor. We're here, we're queer, and no scanner made us this fabulous, baby. Gay beam machines. Watch this.
I had to be molested at the airport to go to Florida, right? Just to get on an airplane because I'm not going to go through the gay beam machine. I didn't let CJ do it. I wouldn't let him do it. Said, you're getting patted down too, buddy. I don't want them turning you gay. It appears having a guy touch you all over the place is on its face seems worse. But you don't really know what those things are doing to you. So
where the imaging goes, or what they're doing,
because it's like
what they're doing in the back room.
They can just take a picture of me
Sort of
naked. Like no.
Gay beam machines, huh? Pastor, be serious. What are we all talking about? I could see your face during the video and you're like, this guy.
So here's my thing. I think he kind of said it himself, actually. What is more gay? What's gayer? Being scanned or being patted down? We all have been there. If you're a man, man or woman, you've been there. You're like, look, this is a free little cup of fuel. Here you go. You're welcome.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. He wanted to be patted down by a man.
He wanted to be patted down by a man. Pastor. Like, it's just a ridiculousness that comes out of some people, and people believe it, right?
Well, we're in a culture now where you can say anything, and logic goes out the door, and people believe it because that's what cultism does. That's not even a real word, but it is today.
Well, it is today. Okay, it is on the FayWhat Show. Cultism, everybody knows somebody that's a part of it.
Yes.
Okay, and it's freaking crazy. Like, wow, and okay, I come from the world that I'm always randomly selected, right? I don't know why, but I'm always randomly selected, right? And if it's on a weekend where I'm away from my wife, I'm like, well, this is the most action I'm gonna get. Right. So let's go for it, no problem. You know what I mean? A hand is always going somewhere that it shouldn't. And I'm a gay woman, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I always get like, the roughest woman, right? Like I always get the roughest woman for a pat down. And I'm always like, hi, like I figured, like a date, right? Let's exchange names and let's try to get a little more relaxed before you squish my boob down, right? But I always get like the big woman that's just mad at me and she's like, rah, 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 and I kind of like that, I kind of like to be like slapped around in bed so it's not all bad, what I mean? But at the same time, thinking that the the little beam thing is gonna make you gay is just like ludicrous.
I just
like,
don't even understand the logic behind that. Like, I can't even in my wildest imagination, like, there's some type of scientific invention that says, let's create more gay people. It doesn't make any sense.
And we're going to do it at the airport. Just to get it. Just to do it. Just to make everybody gay.
Right.
Folks, just stop being straight.
Right.
That's it. Like, if the whole world was gay, it would just be easier.
You know what I mean?
I'm just saying. All right?
Because it's a choice, right?
Because it's a choice. Yeah. Because when I was in love with Mrs. Morales in 4th grade, it was a choice.
Listen, for me, it was Saved by the Bell, and I was like, oh, hi, Mario Lopez.
Oh, my God. And he was a brown boy, so of course.
You know what I mean?
That was why, too.
Yeah.
Oh, did you ever watch Golden Girls when he got deported?
Yes. Yeah. And his name was Mario. They call him Mario. Yeah, he was Dorothy. I've seen every episode of Golden Girls. We could do a whole episode on that.
Oh my God, we probably will have to. Yeah. I love the Golden Girls. Yeah. Like, I mean, it's just like so before their time.
Absolutely.
It still makes sense today. Like, I'll put it on a loop on Sundays, right? Because it's like the only thing good on Logo.
Right.
I miss Logo. I wish Logo would have been better. Okay, we're getting sidetracked. I'm sorry. All right. Brian, I love you in bed with me. This is so much fun. So this is an important conversation for our LGBTQ plus community. Help us tell these important stories by liking and subscribing to The FayWhat Show. At The FayWhat Show, we need to help my gay boys. I mean, they are like blood running through my veins. And in our segment called Dear FayWhat, I provide my expert lesbian knowledge and my vast experience as a living, breathing gay boy in a lesbian's body to help my fellow gay boys. And this week, Who Needs a Last Name sent me an email. Dear FayWhat and Hot Boy in Bed. That's you, by the way.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, my husband and I have a regular friend with benefits we've been seeing for the past few months. We use apps to find guys into threesomes, and we always play together. The first time we met this guy, the chemistry was great and the sex was even better. We all exchanged first names, but since we weren't sure we'd ever see him again, that felt like enough. But now he's become a regular part of our rotation. Rotation, wow. After we hook up, there's always some light banter, weekend plans, TV shows, that kind of thing. He's mentioned the neighborhood he lives in and that he's partnered and open, but that's about as far as it goes. We are not looking to date him or start a throuple. Still, after doing very intimate things together, I'm starting to feel curious about what he does for a living. What's his last name? It feels a little strange not to know anything more personal about someone I've seen naked more times than I can count. That said, I don't want to make it weird either. Maybe I'm being too hetero about the whole thing. Should I just keep enjoying the super hot sex and leave it at that? Or is it okay to ask a few more questions without crossing a line? XOXO, love the show. Signed, Who Needs a Last Name? All right, Brian, in your expert opinion as a living, breathing, actual gay boy, what would you tell Who Needs a Last Name?
Okay. First of all, in a world where social media allows you access to know anything and everything about somebody, let's be clear, most gay boys would try and find out what they can on their own. That's number one. Number two, if you really if you have a consistent rotation with this person, then obviously you probably should know more than just their first name. And also, we live in a small community. It's always a small world. So I think a conversation needs to be had between the three if it's become a situationship. Because otherwise, that's when things get like a little twisted. You know, communication's key for me on everything.
Communication's key, especially in relationships, you know, and it has to be even more important in open relationships because there are rules, right? At least by what I know, right? There are rules. It's like, okay, if we're going to be with a third, we both have to agree on them, blah, blah, blah. And maybe part of the rules is that you don't know the last name.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But what happens if you're out and
you run into them?
And you run into them and their partner.
Yeah.
You've got to all be on the same page. That's my thing. So here's the thing. They have to decide if what they have is something they want to keep going on. And if that's the case, then you probably are friends. You're friends with benefits.
You're friends with benefits. Yeah. But it's tough. You know, I agree with Brian. I get it. Communication is key, especially when it comes to, you know, this is a person that's part of a couple sending us this email, right? This is not the third, right? Sure. So that communication has to be key, right? But then there's a little part of me, the little gay boy in the back of my mind that it wants to tell you, don't fuck it up. This is good sex with a hot guy, right? Like, so be careful with the questions that you ask, right? Like maybe you want to know more because it's time to know more, but maybe you don't want to know everything. Maybe that's going to take away from the hotness of it all.
It's true, but that's the hard thing about like something being a hookup versus becoming routine is that, let's be honest, we're all human.
Yeah.
Eventually, feelings can happen. And it doesn't matter if you know their last name. If feelings happen,
that's it. Yeah.
it's a different game.
But the key to this email was rotation, Brian.
Yeah.
I have a feeling this couple has a very like happy, joyous sex life, and their rotation is plentiful.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Robust. Yeah. It sounds like it. So if that's the case, then there's no harm, no foul if it does go south, right?
Yep, exactly. So, you got both sides of it. I think that what Brian said is key. I think the communication aspect is it. And if you and your partner feel the same way, then you might want to explore and ask more questions, right? But just don't bite yourself in the foot. You know what I mean? Like, wait, was that the line? Don't bite yourself in the foot? Don't shoot yourself in the foot.
Yeah, don't shoot yourself.
Don't bite yourself in the foot. Where'd that come
just
from?
Be making up
I just got back from one magical weekend, so I probably was biting a foot and something happened.
Ooh, you never know.
No, but you know what? Have a great time. And I love that you guys are open with your sexuality like that and that you have these questions. So keep these emails coming, all right? Because we love to help you here at the FayWhat Show. Email me at faywhat@happeningout.com. And this is an important conversation for our LGBTQ plus community. Help us tell these important stories by liking and subscribing to the FayWhat Show. Next, I want to get our week started off right by telling you some things that are really important to me. We call it Faye What's on My Mind. Hey, babes. So it's Pride Month, and I want to welcome you to Pride Month, aka the glitter-soaked dance all night, love who you want season, where we turn the volume all the way up on queer joy. And let's be real, this year we need it more than ever. With anti-LGBTQ rhetoric and legislation coming at us all like it's a full-time job, it's not just about celebration. It's about resistance, visibility, and community power. Pride was born from a protest, and that spirit still pulses through every sequin, strut, and kiss under the disco lights. We're still here. We're still fabulous. We're still fighting. So let's make it loud. Let's make it unapologetic, and let's make it unforgettable. And speaking of unforgettable, I'm beyond excited to announce that I'll be hosting this year's Stonewall Pride Parade and Festival on June 14th in Wilton Manors, right on Wilton Drive. And trust me, this isn't just a party, it's a whole moment. And I'll be announcing the parade with Eric Restivo and the incredible Miss Bonnie Builder. Now, let's get into it. This incredible event is named in honor of the Stonewall Uprising in New York City, the spark that ignited the modern LGBTQ plus rights movement back in June 1969. That uprising wasn't just history, it was her story, their story, our story, and every pride we celebrate is a continuation of that brave, defiant legacy. And here's the tea. This year marks the 25th anniversary of the Stonewall Pride Parade and Festival. Right here in Wilton Manors. That's 25 years of marching, dancing, kissing, resisting, and showing the world exactly who we are. Unapologetically us. This year's Pride hits different, with our community under attack from state houses to school boards, from legislation to social media. This Pride is more than just glitter and parades. It's a declaration. It's a reminder that we're still here. We're still fierce, still fighting, and yes, still slaying, baby. But don't get it twisted. Just because we're resisting doesn't mean we're not turning up the heat. This is still a celebration of who we are in all our fabulous, untamed, unfiltered beauty. So, wear what makes you feel powerful, dance like the world is watching, and let them. And love loud, because our joy, that's a protest in itself. So whether you're marching, performing, voguing, kissing your boo in the crowd, or just vibing, we want you there. Stonewall Pride Parade and Festival, June 14th, Wilton Drive, 25 years strong, float, music, drag, royalty, chosen family, and that one-of-a-kind South Florida queer magic. Wherever you are in your journey, loud and proud, just coming out or still finding your way, you belong here with us. You're a part of this story, and we've got a lot to celebrate. So come for the glitter, stay for the revolution. This is our time. This is our month. This is our moment. See you at Stonewall Pride Parade and Festival, June 14th. Let's make history, let's make noise, and let's make it sexy, baby. Yes! What do you think about that, Brian?
Love it. I'm so excited. It's so much fun. Yes.
Listen, this is like my 4th year announcing the parade, and there's something about the parade, like, it gives me chills, right? To see all the organizations, to see all the volunteers marching, to see even the cops.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
know.
Like all of that, just, like, it's like, I'm getting chills now, right? Like one float is the Eagle and everybody is in their harnesses. And then right after it's Wilton Mallory's police department. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's incredible.
It's really like a picture of what the world should be, which is just inclusion and support for everybody. And we may be in our own little bubble here in Wilton Manors, but it's the Pride for us is really just about that. It's showing the world that, like, it's not about us being outlandish and whatever. It's the fact that we can be, and we accept each other. We accept our allies, and anyway, it's really an amazing thing. I can't wait. I can't wait.
And to see 40,000 people, like, just there on the street, like, it's just, it's incredible, okay? And since we love you so much, we put the parade at night, so you're not dying of heat.
Because it do be getting hot.
I love my prides. We love our prides, right? But most of the pride parades are usually at 11 in the morning, and it's like super hot, and you're dying, Like, this starts at sundown, so about 7 or 8, and it'll be a wonderful, wonderful pride parade. And I'm beyond elated that I get to announce it this year. I'm going to miss my friend Al Ferguson, who will be away doing his job in Israel, actually. Incredible. Wow. But he left that table in good hands, me, and I will be there with Eric Restivo, who is incredible. You know Eric Restivo, great singer, performer, DJ, and also the beautiful Miss Bonnie Builder, who is just in a class of her own as a drag queen and as a performer and as a crazy loon that I love. So we're going to have a great time, and we look forward to seeing you all at the Stonewall Pride Parade and Festival, all right? It's coming up in a couple of weeks, so make your plans. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this, FayWhat's on My Mind, and support our LGBTQ plus community. Let me remind you that the Hotspot's Happening Out nonprofit travel club is planning an amazing Florida AIDS Walk cruise on November 2nd from Miami. This 3-day cruise is on the gigantic 170,000-ton MSC Seascape and starts at just $199. It supports some of the most important LGBTQ plus nonprofits in South Florida. Special parties, events, and even a 3-day open bar and Wi-Fi package are available for just $68. And that's unlimited cocktails, beer, wine, sodas, coffee, bottled water, and Wi-Fi for just $68 for all 3 days. This is the only cruise like it in 2025. Join us at Hotspots Happening Out to support our mission for the LGBTQ plus community.
Welcome to the newest trip from the nonprofit travel club, Florida AIDS Walk Pride Cruise aboard MSC Seascape, departing November 2nd, 2025. Celebrate pride and unity on this one-of-a-kind 3-day cruise aboard the luxurious MSC Seascape, all starting from just $199. Your journey begins in Miami as you board the stunning MSC Seascape, a $1 billion, 170,000-ton masterpiece of Italian design, offering incredible amenities, exclusive events, and a vibrant community of travelers united by a great cause. The MSC Seascape is a 5-star state-of-the-art new ship. This 170,000 giant ship boasts unique features like the glass-floored Bridge of Sighs, panoramic elevators, and a replica of the Statue of Liberty. The onboard design pays tribute to New York City, featuring Times Square-inspired spaces and a breathtaking LED wall. You will want to sail in the world's best cabin category called MSC Yacht Club. This luxury cruise within a cruise is a private 3-deck top of the ship private club. The Yacht Club includes private reception 24 hours a day, a gourmet private restaurant, a luxury lounge with open bar and food 24 hours a day. Available to just 200 guests. Your Yacht Club has a private sun deck and private pool. There are so many other features that makes this a once-in-a-lifetime experience. The nonprofit travel club is unique in that we are not a travel agency. We are a nonprofit 501c3 company that uses educational travel to raise funds for the community. With us, you travel for good. And that is what you do on this cruise as you support the Florida AIDS Walk and the beneficiaries that provide support to our community. Our trips are special because they include so much. Onboard activities and exclusive parties at Ocean Cay are all part of your travel package. Not just that, this Pride Cruise also offers you unlimited open bar package with cocktails, beer, wine, sodas, coffees, and bottled water, along with Wi-Fi aboard the ship and on Ocean Cay for just $68. Plus, you get access to over a dozen bars and exclusive beach events. Your open bar package is unique in that it is valid on ship and all day and evening at bars on the private island. Your wonderful Florida AIDS Walk Pride Cruise begins on day 1 as you board MSC Seascape as early as 11 a.m. You enjoy an exclusive open bar cocktail party with Florida AIDS Walk reunion guests. Tonight, you have an exclusive invitation to the Travel Club dance party. There are shows and great dining choices awaiting you. On day 2, you visit what Condé Nast readers say is the world's best cruise line private island. $1 billion was spent to create this magnificent marine reserve. Ocean Cay features incredible beaches and lagoons. When you participate in our exclusive $68 open bar and Wi-Fi package, all services will be available to you at more than a dozen island bars. You will enjoy lunch at the main Ocean Cay Pavilion and more than a dozen food trucks that provide unique food opportunities. Plus, the Florida AIDS Walk Cruise will have several events today. This morning, you will participate in our pavilion and beach party called Seize the Day. It will be the only daytime beach party with a DJ and great beach dance music. Tonight, you are invited to Roar on the Show, where you have bonfires, a DJ, an open bar, and a thrilling rainbow light show at the Ocean Cay Lighthouse. Your day will be one of the best tropical experiences of your life. Tonight, once you are back on the ship, you participate in our exclusive invitation to the Travel Club's dance party. Your amazing cruise to celebrate the Florida AIDS Pride Cruise comes to an end on day 3. Enjoy a farewell breakfast and you can get off the ship as early as 7:30 a.m. By being on this trip, you have not only had fun, but also have helped so many Florida AIDS Walk beneficiaries. Secure your spot with just a $99 deposit for the interior, ocean view, balcony, and suites, or pay just $299 for the exclusive Yacht Club category. Flexible interest-free payment plans are available for just $49 per month. Protect your trip with travel insurance starting at $36, or choose cancel for any reason coverage starting at just $67. Book now at the Travel Club website and be part of this unforgettable journey. Celebrate pride, luxury, and making a difference. Don't miss this one-time only cruise in 2025.
So that's it. That's the FayWhat show. I hope that you had fun. I had a blast. Thank you so much to Brian Mason for joining me and Brad. Brian, say goodbye to everyone.
Thanks
Thank
for having
you
me.
so much.
So much fun.
Oh my God, you
Anytime.
were so much fun. Okay, so viewers, I'm going to have Brian Mason back in bed so we can find out about all those countries he went to and all that love that he spread everywhere and his background and everything and what made Brian, right?
There's a lot.
There's a lot.
A lot.
There's a lot. But thank you so much for being in bed with me today. You are amazing. Make sure you follow him on all social media outlets. He's always got something incredible going on.
Thank you.
So, folks, I'm really passionate about trying to connect the L and the G in our LGBTQ plus community. I got to tell you that sometimes it's hard for us girls. But if we believe we are one strong community, then we must support all the letters of our LGBT and Q+. We open every show with a nod to Mary Tyler Moore, and that girl's Marlo Thomas. This show is dedicated to a strong LGBTQ plus community. I just encourage you to be a little bit kinder, a little bit funnier, and embrace our tremendous diversity because it really is what makes us so damn strong. Until then, make sure you follow me on all social media outlets, Facebook, IG, Blue Sky, TikTok, YouTube, you know the drill. Follow FayWhat. Until next Tuesday at 9 a.m. live or anytime on demand. I'm FayWhat, and I'm #thatgirl. I wish you a week full of sunshine and rainbows. Please consider fostering or adopting a pet in need. Love you. Stay gay.
Rainbows, gay boys, #that girl. Sunbeams, drag queens, L-word. Is that girl the girl of all our dreams? She's everything that every girl should be. Aqua, South Beach, #that girl. Pride-filled, tea-dance, Wilton. Is that girl Latina, but she's universal?